Have you heard about repeated patterns and refrains? Get yourself ready because that is our lesson today. What is repeated patterns? Repeated patterns are frequently used structure or method of poetry writing. Certain words and or sounds are repeated for effect or emphasis. Refrain is a repeated line or group of lines that may be found at the middle or usually at the end of each stanza. It may be repeated at regular intervals. In this lesson, you are expected to participate in choral speaking and echo reading of short poems, rhymes, and stories with repeated patterns and refrains in English. We have examples A and B. Let's look at it and study repeating patterns and refrains together. I visited my grandfather. I visited my grandmother. They love to see me often. They love to cook and sleep. They rest under an old tree. Example B. I visit them always as they love to see me often. I love my grandparents. They always cook and sleep. I bring their favorite food. I love my grandparents. Which of the examples shows repeated patterns? Which one presents refrains? Example A is a poem that shows repeated patterns. Two patterns are shown in the given poem. I visited my and they. Meanwhile, example B shows the use of refrain. The last line in each stanza shows the refrain of the poem. Let's do this. Read the poem and give the refrains found in each stanza. In my sleep I dream. In my sleep I believe. In my sleep I mourn. Now, give the refrain of the poem. The answer is in my sleep. You got it right. Are you ready for our next poem? Get ready to read. America. Everywhere around the world, they're coming to America. Every time that flags unfurled, they're coming to America. Got a dream to take them there, they're coming to America. Got a dream they've come to share, they're coming to America. By Neil Diamond. Now, give the refrain of the poem. The answer is, they're coming to America. That's awesome, awesome, awesome. Learning test number 1. Read the poems carefully, then answer the questions that follow. The moon. The moon shines in the dark. The moon is half. The moon is tainted. So is the human heart. What is being repeated in the story? A. Sun. B. Moon. C. Heart. Let's check your answers. Number 1. The word that is being repeated in the story is letter B. Moon. 2. The type of pattern used in the poem is A. Repetitive pattern. 3. The words that rhymes with the word moon is noon, letter B. Congratulations, you did it perfectly. My mother baked a delicious cake. She prepared spaghetti and pancit. It's my birthday. Fried chicken was prepared by my loving and supportive father. It's my birthday. What is being repeated in the story? A. It's my birthday. B. Fried chicken was prepared. 5. What type of pattern is used in the poem? A. Repetitive pattern. B. Refrain. Let's check your work. What is being repeated in the story? A. It's my birthday. And the type of pattern used in the poem is? Letter B. Refrain. Repeating patterns in refrain. Repeating patterns refers to the repeated words to place emphasis on the given poem. Sounds may also be repeated to emphasize the pattern. Refrain is the repetition of lines. This is also to emphasize the idea shown in the poem. The lines may be repeated at the middle part of each stanza. However, refrain usually occurs at the end of each stanza. Learning test number 2. Read the poem carefully, then answer the questions that follow. The stars. The stars shine bright at night. The stars bring joy to my life. The stars guide us in our lives. They make us happy at night. Now, it's your turn to read the next poem in Learning Test 3 and be ready to answer the questions that follow. Learning Test number 3. Read the poem below. Ask your parents, guardians, or siblings to read it with you. Go! Enjoy reading with your family. In your notebook, complete the paragraph by selecting the correct answers from the choices below. Choices are refrain, emphasis, and patterns. Repeating blank refers to the repeated words or sounds to place blank in the given poem. Meanwhile, blank is the repetition of lines. This usually occurs at the end of each stanza. Let's read the paragraph with the answers. Repeating patterns refers to the repeated words or sounds to place emphasis on a given poem. Meanwhile, refrain is the repetition of lines. This usually occurs at the end of each stanza. Were you able to give the correct answer? If yes, you figured that out fast. Congratulations! Thank you for watching. Bye!